Hello everyone, I hope you're well and smelling great and enjoying your favourite fragrances today. And this is what we're going to be opening. It is Boundless from the house of Amoauge. This is what we're opening today. It is Boundless from the house of Amoauge. So just get straight into it. Don't know much about it. It was a really good deal. I feel it. Well, I don't know. It's a blind buy. I'm preempting it at the moment. In terms of price, it seemed a good deal. I bought it off a online retailer discounter, and I believe I paid. It worked out about 130 English pounds. 100 milliliter, and it's eau de parfum concentrate, so 130 English pounds for this. Yeah, let's see. So lovely brown box there, the gift of kings it says on the front. Careful opening this. Oh, there's like a felt velvety sort of thing in the inside. Nice bottle. That little inlay goes in. So there it is. Yeah, just says repeats itself. Eau de parfum. So no smell. Little odor actually. Faint. So, yeah, no, nothing leaking around the top. Yeah, I'll have a spray, and again, it's blind buy, as I say. I'm not. Don't know how many that was. Wow. So, yeah, perhaps needed to hold back on the trigger with that. It's a bit potent in a good way. I can smell. I don't know. I don't know the notes in this. I'm just going off what I can pick up. I might be correct. Though I can smell sort of like a ginger or a pepper, something like hot, warm, and there's citrus. Yeah, I'm sure that's ginger. It's nice though. It's lovely. Yeah, I'm totally like enamored by it. It's certainly got my name written over it. It's my type of fragrance, and it does feel quite beastly. I don't know. Obviously, this is the first experience. Like, this is just my initial response. So that's what I'm picking up, sort of like an orange. It's not your usual bright orange. No, I don't even know if it is orange, to be honest. But I can smell ginger and pepper, and I love pepper in the fragrance, to be honest. I think it works really well. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll have a little look online at what it is. I've opened the page. I haven't looked at the ingredients, or if I have, I haven't paid attention to them. So let's have a look. So top notes are blood orange oil, okay, cardamom oil, ginger. That, yeah, I thought I could smell ginger. CO2, ginger CO2. I don't know what that is. Elemi oil. They're in the top notes. In the heart notes, there's vanilla, Bourbon, Absolute, and CO2. Benzoin, Resinoid. And in the base notes, Guaiac oil, Papyrus oil, Coca Absolute, Tobacco Absolute, Oak Moss Absolute, Frankincense Absolute, and oil, Myrrh, Resinoid, Vetiver oil, and Patchouli oil. So, some heavy hitting things there. That's probably why it smelled a bit pokey out of the trap there. I'm really warming to this. This is just first spray, and already, yeah, 100% winner. Happy with the blind buy, especially at that price. I believe this retails about 320, maybe 360 on the Amoauge site. So to get it for 130 off a discount, I don't doubt this is authentic at all. Really, I'm sure this is legitimate. Well, it's a very big, what you call, discounter. It's a very big discounter. So yeah, the reputation's on the line. So I've got no doubt this is legitimate and a real thing. You can tell just by the quality of the fragrance, the oils. But I am absolutely, I got tobacco then as well. I'm absolutely in love with this. Really am. I've not even had to make my mind up. That's, I've not had to think about making my mind up, rather. This ticks my boxes. Okay, we'll have a quick look on the usual Fragrantica. And yeah, Amoauge really quickly becoming a house favourite for me. That is, yeah, I flipping love this. Strong ginger, I love ginger anyway. It's like healthy, it's good. Okay, so Boundless by Amoauge is a woody, spicy fragrance for women and men. Boundless was launched in 2021. The nose behind this fragrance is Karine Vinchon Spehner. I'll read the notes out actually. Top notes: cardamom, blood orange, ginger, Elemi. Middle notes: bourbon, vanilla, benzoin. And base notes: tobacco, myrrh, incense, cacao, Guaiac wood, patchouli, vetiver, papyrus, oak moss. They didn't list the CO2. Anyone know what CO2 is in a fragrance and what it does? Please let me know in the comments. So Boundless is a burst of joy, a fleeting euphoria, translating the vertical tensions that empowers those who want to enclose in their hands the immensity of the world. Well, that's a lot to hold, the immensity of the world. This ardent and vivacious energy echoes that of sunlight bouncing off the dewy leaves of the jungle, flickering in rays through a flower-studded canopy and gazing rainbow-barked trees before vanishing amongst gnarled and misty-kissed boughs. Amoauge. I don't know if it's reformulated. If it is, and the older batch was stronger, yeah, I'd like to get my nose on that. Pros: smooth, rich and high quality interpretation of the tobacco vanilla theme. Yeah, stroke ginger and pepper. Perfect. Was pepper listed actually? I don't think it was, but I got a real pepper. No, it's not listed. I got a spicy, like almost like it was a pepper. Perfect amount of projection, not overwhelming. This feels like glue on the skin. It feels like it's really going to hold its own onto the skin. I don't see it. I mean, probably it's hard to gauge actually, but it feels like about a foot or two projection. Wonderful spicy woody vanilla with hints of chocolateness. Subdued smokiness compared to other Amoauge incense bombs. So yeah, it is less incensey than the other one I tried, Black Iris. It's certainly less incensey for that. It's more on the spicy, gingery side. Beautiful blood orange note in the beginning. That's what I was smelling. It didn't smell. It smelled citrusy, but not a familiar citrus. It wasn't like a bright orange or a bright lemon, bergamot citrus. Authentic tobacco scent is similar to dry tobacco leaf smell. Well, that tobacco is just coming through. It's not noticeable to me in the opening. It's just coming through now. It's subtle. So long-lasting longevity and noticeable projection. That's pleased to hear. Fits well in bakery or work environments. What more can you say? Is this baker's favourite? Cons. Lacks innovation and uniqueness compared to previous Amoauge fragrances. So I don't know, I can't comment on that. Maybe there is similarities between this and other fragrances. And I suspect if there is, it's similar to Parfum de Marly's. They probably used the same ingredients, though in different fragrances. And yeah, that could be totally incorrect. Heavy cumin opening may be off-putting for some wearers. Maybe that was the spicy pepper then. I don't mind. I didn't mind it, and if that's cumin, it's gone right up in my rating as a top note. Not as dense or candle waxy as Tom Ford Taco Vanille. Is that a con? Have I smelled tobacco vanille? I might have in a duty free, but let me know. I mean, the Tom Fords I've smelled, they've not really been. They haven't really wowed me. I don't know. I know there's some heavy hitters and there's quite a lot of hype behind them. Though when I've gone to them, I've never felt like pulling the trigger on buying a bottle of any of them so far. I think the nearest was Oud Wood, actually. That was probably one that was close to. For the money it was asking, there's other fragrances I'd have gone to before that. So strong amber dry down may not be preferred by all wearers. I don't know, it didn't list amber in there, but yeah, it's beautiful. Not as masculine as other similar fragrances like Carlisle. Why would it be? It's not Carlisle, it's not Parfum de Marly, and I don't get that why people relate fragrances to totally unrelatable fragrances. I think probably the only similarity in this would be cardamom and maybe tobacco. Similar to other tobacco vanilla fragrances such as Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille. It's getting a lot of thumbs down, that is actually. 6 say yes and 40 no. Comparison feels unfinished or lacking originality. Well, if it does lack originality, I mean, it's still a masterclass. This is really a fine fragrance. It's okay price value. Well, that was, as I say, 130 English pounds. So this is just pure value for that from the discounter. If you can get it for that, I mean, it's still. Would I pay £360 for this? There would be others I would buy before this. If I had 360, I'd probably put the other 40 to it and buy the Silver Oud over this. Because if I was willing to spend that amount of money, I might as well just stump up the extra and go for the Silver Oud. If I had that money and it wasn't a problem, yeah, I'd just buy this. But, it's like, yeah, it's not my situation. I pay for all of my fragrances out of my own pocket. I draft out some comments. I mostly get booze and chamomile, aromatic, woody, boozy male frag. Opens up with a cumin-infused Listerine in a good way. Then it sweetens up and turns into a very pleasant niche quality tobacco fragrance, overtly masculine formation. So I'm really pleased that tobacco's coming out. I do love tobacco done well in a fragrance. As I quite often refer to, Herod is up there with one of my favourite fragrances, and that is just tobacco done to excellence. So this is as well. It's flipping lovely. Okay, tested a few odd Amoauge fragrances, but this and Enclave are the best to my nose. It's just so rich and good quality, sexy, seductive, lasting for days, perfect for the winter. Well, that's what I was going to come to actually, where I'd wear this, and I'd personally probably wear it in autumn, winter. Probably get away with early spring. Would it? It would have the, again, I've got to be careful what I say here, because, you know, I don't want to contradict myself, though. I'd try this in the summer. I would. I just feel this would overperform in the summer, and I'm more likely to reach for other scents in the summer than this, because it's quite a warm to the skin feel. It's sort of like heats up. A more pleasant, not so sweet, but more complex TF tobacco vanilla. And that's interesting, actually, because I've found with Tom Ford that they're not deep fragrances. They're not intricate. They're sort of shallow out. Let me know what you think. I mean, I've only smelt them like on tester strips or in shops, and I've sprayed, you know, on my arms, just walked around with them and kept checking in with them. Yeah, this is really solid. I mean, that guy did well getting it 120 English pounds. I paid 130. So yeah, if you can get it for that, it's a safe. I'd snap it up as a blind buy. Again, don't blame me if you don't like this. Do your research before committing to a blind buy. We all know the risks involved. I blind smelled this and was very surprised to discover that this is a masculine frag. Initial burst of hyper-feminine lolly smelling. The fragrance took me on a journey. Was shocked to get into the more mysterious spicy notes. At one point I smelled something like Jazz Club with a vanilla twist. Now I don't smell it at all. Intriguing frag. So it has changed somewhat since putting it on. That tobacco is really coming through now. I mean, in an absolute stunning way. It mixes with that ginger really well, and the pepperiness is there. A luscious, dense fragrance, a harmonious blend of woody tobacco that smells mature and confident. Amoauge delivers quality, that's for sure. They give it a 7 out of 10. Warm, spicy vanilla and tobacco reminds me of tobacco vanilla with extra spice on the opening before settling down to a sweet amber. It's not as sweet as Spice Bomb, and it's more sophisticated and less synthetic smelling. Definitely a perfume which reminds you of several others, but it also has unique features. So given the choice, I'd wear this. I do love Spice Bomb, Spice Bomb Extreme. I'd reach for this now. I understand what they mean by that. Less synthetic. What a fragrance. Get your hands on a sample if you haven't already. Enigma Man plus Tobacco Vanilla. A disastrous release from Amoauge. I have all of the coloured bottles except the latest ones, and all of them are bad except Enclave. And the other green bottle that has carrots in it, Meander, or Meander, is it? It's just as bad as Material. Performance is moderate. The older fragrances are a lot better than the new ones. I have high hopes for the Opus collection. Maybe they are better than the coloured bottles line. He's not pleased with it. Well, read a couple more. I've got to shoot off out. This is beautiful. I got a distinct tonka bean note. I'd love to try this. Can anyone advise me if it would work on a woman okay, or is it too masculine? Any advice? Greatly received, thank you. I would say to try it. Yeah, give it a go. Buy a sample. Could a woman pull this off? Yeah, it would. I feel it would be occasion specific. It won't go amiss in a darkened nightclub or jazz club, you know, somewhere, you know, dark and meal. I wouldn't suggest putting the sprays I had on. You probably need 1-2 sprays, and that would carry you through the night. Yeah, if you like tobacco and spicy, it's almost fruity with the ginger, though not. It holds back from being really fruity, and with the ginger and the orange, the blood orange actually, it darkens it. This spicy masterpiece is the king of cloves. It's a woody, ambery, unisex spice bomb. I loved that and sprayed it 5 times over my neck and body, then flouted around in aromatic, peppery bliss. But it didn't last for more than 3/4 moderate hours, which was a deal breaker. Yeah, I'm really pleased with this. I'm happy to add it to my collection. This is a very beautiful blend of spices, vanilla and myrrh. If you can let your mind imagine, try to think about Spice Bomb done in a more oriental way. This is very dense, rich, warm and oriental. Very nice one, absolutely winterish. And I can see the resemblance to Spice Bomb. It is. It's got that peppery, vanilla-y tobacco vibe to it, though I've got to say this is much more professional than Spice Bomb. The quality of ingredients in this is, yeah, it's, though I'm not dismissing Spice Bomb Extreme or Spice Bomb. They are two killer fragrances. So for designer fragrances, they are awesome. This is the next level of that DNA, but the quality's just ramped up. Skip the opening and wait for dry down. That's where the magic happens with this fragrance, a spicy amber fragrance with other nuances. Okay, so it might be performance issues. It didn't say that in it said it lasted quite long. I smell like, again, it's to different skins, isn't it? I've had fragrances that last minutes on me and some last hours. It smells like a mix of orange, fake man, tobacco, vanilla. This one is beguilingly good and extremely potent. Easily one of Amoauge best releases. This does have a slight resemblance to Roger's Enigmas, Fizzy Cola and Harrods Tobacco, okay. Simply gorgeous, creamy, vanillic tobacco scent that anyone will adore. Yeah, I do get that Harrow vibe now, not in the opening, nothing like it. Harrow opening is killer, though. The tobacco in this is so accessible. It's a lovely, rich, moist tobacco. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. We'll leave it at that. That's, to me, a winner. Do it. If you like those notes and ingredients, the accords involved, if you feel that's for you, it's blind buy. So you wouldn't regret it at that price. If you can get it for £130, it's a safe blind buy. If you're paying top price for it, then yeah, I would get a sample to see if it is for you, because it's a lot to spend out by any stretch of the imagination. 360 odd pounds. So yeah, that's the Amoauge Boundless. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll wish you all the best, and yeah, continue creating value in your life and environment. Bye.